someone! By the gods, why did it have to be snakes?
Get me out of here!
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited.
I'll track.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about.
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law in...
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work.
He's a real hero of Athens.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down.
All right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we...
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, Misthios. You can't stop me!
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marco.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry.
I'll get changed.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go.
I'm struggling to think of any right now.
No weapons. Now hurry and go in.
Άδικον εστί. Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα. Ποιος εμέ περιπέσει. Το άδικον εστίν. Στον κόρακαν. Το άδικον εστίν.
με πιστεύει τούτο. Οι οφθαλμοί μου πεσεύουσι. Ποιος εμέ περιπέσει. Τι γίνεται. Τι στον κόρακαν. Τούτο άδικον εστίν. Ποιος εμέ περιπέσει. Ουν δύναμε πιστεύει τούτο.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I...
Where is Pericles?
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an... So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomit.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes...
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles...
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay.
I hope they know something.
Me too.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating Erdogan. I have my feelings.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understand?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk.
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great...
I'll change the subject again. I'm looking for someone.
Spartan? Hopefully she's dead in the gutter.
I wonder if you found the woman, even if you saw her with...
This is getting nowhere.
If you don't want to
This has been...
Μετέβηνε στον Απολοστάτην εχθές και μη είπε τα σχημάτια.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
You have enough servants.
Shame. If you change your mind, I
I suppose...
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help.
a Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. You could talk to Euripides.
I have no idea.
No, you...
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now,
If it wouldn't be a
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests.
I'm here for your sweet...
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a
I am called many things.
What do you call yourself, then?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax,
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are...
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me. Now, I
wasn't questioning,
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the god.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly...
I could outdrink both of you with one hand.
You ready for another?
This wine is...
You, I like you.
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, right?
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg...
After what she went through, I'm not sure.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help...
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our head. If you see Pericles, tell him I said...
Έναν εξάδελφον γέχο, ως τους Ορεσίδιους. Λέγος η γιγάτη σου, με τα φύλων συμμοριτών.
Διαβίσεις.
I was just...
I come bearing...
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali.
All business...
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who...
fled Sparta. No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. The smartest and most...
Pietera. I've heard they...
Oh, no. These women... When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes...
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not...
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Ah, here comes the one who claims to value drachmae over the noble...
Like I told you, knowledge...
But the mind must...
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye?
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasimachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen...
Is a Spartan general who brings order...
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are...
By practicing the art of war. Doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades?
You just said a general isn't...
I never tried to say...
But you just said...
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all.
You're wasting your time.
Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be...
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you...
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will fight. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if they're...
So you did this to
Anaxagoras understood my fears.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district?
I would never have sent him into...
It seems you have...
My people.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would...
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk...
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but... What?
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members. And I believe her when...
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough of...
You get used to it. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet.
I've heard there are pirates.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
What? You don't say.
I know how it sounds, but it's true. Killed every single one of them.
Got it.
Don't have to believe me, but if you want to live, you'll stay close to me next battle.